I'm Sherman D. Manning joining you live from Los Angeles, California. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening to everybody. Good evening, good evening. How's everybody doing? It is 7:07 p.m. on the West Coast. It is 7:07 p.m. here on the West Coast. And I greet you in Chicago, Illinois. I greet you in San Jose, California. I greet you Topeka, Kansas. Those of you in Sacramento, California. Those of you here locally in Los Angeles, California. I greet you in the name of peace, power, prosperity, and positivity. I am your brother, Sherman from Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta born, Atlanta bred. When I die, I'll be Atlanta dead. Go to YouTube and check out our brand new video just posted today. It is titled Donald Trump / Sherman D. Manning. Go check it out today. It is online. If you want me to send you the link, text me and I can send you the link today. Go and check it out today. Hallelujah. Look at these. Okay, so as I was saying, go check it out today. Sherman D. Manning / Donald Trump. I think Donald's name is in front of mine this time. Go take a look at it and see what you think of what we had to say concerning this buffoon. It is online today. It is online. It is on YouTube. Tell everybody you know. We want people to know. Okay, tell it everywhere you go. We want people to know about the new YouTube video. We're making them left and right. We're popping them out like babies. This is what we do. This is what we're going to do. Tell me what you think about the analogy about the giraffes and turtles on that particular video. Counselor, my friend, the good person at Donovan State Prison. If you are listening, make sure you tell some of those prison guards around there, like the tall guy, as well as the other guy. Make sure, Orozco, Michael Austin, and some of the others there, go to YouTube and look for the brand new, I've got several Donald videos now. This one is called Donald Trump / my name, and it is dated 8/11/16. You'll see the date right there on the screen. It starts out with a letter from my very good friend, Attorney Robert D. Blazier, a.k.a. Bob Blazier, out of El Dorado Hills, California. As you might know, Bob is one of the greatest DNA experts in the country. Bob went to and graduated from Harvard Law School. Bob was on the Dream Team at the O.J. Simpson trial with Johnny Cochran, F. Lee Bailey, Barry Scheck, Peter Neufeld, and others. Bob is a great man, and he chastised me today for not going to the universities and speaking and using the experiential data, which I have and have been blessed to have at universities and other institutions of higher learning. And so we made a video, and we thank Bob on the video for his kind words, for his missive of support, etc. And we want you to take a look at that. Did you hear the statement that Donald made, claiming that he believes President Obama and Hillary are co-founders of ISIL? That has been just like a wild hair up my posterior anatomy today, to think that someone who wants to be the commander-in-chief, someone who wants to be the leader of the free world on the world international stage, someone who wants to be the most powerful person on earth, would make such a ridiculous, preposterous statement that defies logic. It irks me. It really does. Everybody ought to speak out against that. Everyone, every pastor ought to issue a statement in opposition to that kind of racist, evil statement that is a threat to the safety and security of all Americans. I know that we separate church and state, supposedly, and I'm not asking pastors to be political. I know some pastors think that all the preacher's job to do is pray. I don't concur with that assessment. I think prayer is an important key, the most important key. But when I get off of my knees, I have work to do. And we can coexist. You want to pray and you don't want to hold up a sign? Don't hold up a sign. Quite frankly, I don't really like holding up signs myself. I can't think of a time that I held up a sign. But I support those who do hold up signs. Support them financially, support them sociologically, support them with my prayers, and support them with my marching feet from time to time when I get a chance. Okay? So everybody can play whatever part they want to play. You know, if you want to be the one holding up the hands of Moses, go ahead. If I want to be one of the ones holding up the hands of Moses, let me do what I do. If I want to hope that I can one day be a Moses, let me try that also. Let me stumble my way into the destiny that God has for me. And that's what I love about God. He has a different destiny, a different job, a different position that everybody can play. So when I hear pastors saying that all we should be doing is praying, I concur with them. All they should be doing is praying, because if that is your burden, that is in your spirit, then that is what you need to be doing. But I'm going to do more than pray. I'm going to do something in addition to my prayer. I'm going to be led by prayer, because I've made the mistake of doing the opposite also, thinking that I didn't need to pray, that I could do this on the naps, that I could do this out of my own human possibility and capability, rather, that I could do it. Well, God has let me know I can't do it. I can't do anything without him, so I need to wake up praying. I need to go to sleep praying. The book says pray without ceasing. We know what that means. My spirit man is always praying. So I got that. I know that prayer is an important, urgent, necessary, powerful key to everything it is that we're trying to get done, to everything it is that we need to get done. And I think God has another role for me to play also. That may not be your role. And I'm not going to be angry with you. I'm not going to quote unquote hate on you because you decide that your role is not the same as mine. That's what makes the world go round. Different roles, different strokes for different folks. But I think that we can cause a lot of confusion and chaos when we attempt to dictate what the next preacher needs to be doing. He shouldn't be doing that, or he should be doing that. You're not God, and neither am I. So if this pastor believes that he should not be involved with politics at all, and that is for those other people to do, support him and applaud him in expressing his calling or what he's led to do or not do. And if the next pastor decides that he wants to lead a march, support him and applaud him also. You don't have to march with him if you don't want to. What if Martin Luther King Jr. had thought that all we should do is pray? That's my question to Reverend so-and-so, and to preacher so-and-so, to prophet so-and-so, to deacon so-and-so, whoever. My question to you is, what if Martin Luther King Jr. had denied his calling, and we know that he was led by the Spirit of God to accomplish and do all the things that he and the people along with him, including my friend Reverend Hosea Williams and my friend Ambassador Andrew Young and others, Reverend C.T. Vivian, Congressman John Lewis, whom I know also. What if Dr. King had not done anything except pray? Okay, I'm going to pray. That's it. All we need to do is pray. No. Some people's destiny include doing something in addition to prayer. Dr. King marched. He fought. He went to court. He bled. He died. He was assassinated. That was his destiny. So we have got to get away from this trying to tell everybody else what they should or shouldn't be doing, and trying to point a finger while we're accusing others of pointing fingers. Because I've been guilty of that myself. There was a time when I was still green and immature, and I thought that every preacher ought to be seeing it the way I saw it. And if I'm going to be involved, other preachers ought to be involved. And y'all need to come out of the pulpit and do this, that, and the other. God has taught me that's not everybody's calling. That's not everybody's calling. Because I'll tell you in a minute that I'm not called to pastor. That is not my calling. That's not my calling. I'm an evangelist. I'm a preacher. I preach the gospel. That is what God gave me to do. And I try to do it the best I can and try to get better at it every day by the grace of the man upstairs. And by reading and writing and studying and praying and listening and living. But I'm not a pastor. If you try to put me in a pastoral position, you're messing up. That's not my calling. And if I'm willing to allow you to push me into that position, then something's wrong with me, because that means I don't recognize what my calling is. Every person needs to recognize their calling. And I thank God for the fact that I recognize mine. I don't know what yours is, but baby, I know what mine is. And mine is not the pastor, okay? So I have to respect the man who tells me he doesn't want to hold a sign up, or that he's not gonna hold a sign. I got some personal friends who will tell you that they're not gonna hold a sign up. I respect them and I love them and I ain't mad with them. You understand? And so let's get away from all of this, and that causes a lot of divisions among preachers and among elders and among prophets and prophetesses, etc. Because we are all inclined at times to sit back and say what we will or won't do, or what we do or don't do, or what our calling is or ain't, and then we try to project that off onto someone else as if that should be their calling, or should not be their calling, so to speak. So let's move away from that. 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 You understand what I'm trying to say? You don't have a right to dictate another man's calling, and he doesn't have a right to try to dictate your calling either. I'm trying to do this live podcast, and well, we are doing it by the grace of the good Lord, but you all know I got a lot of other things on the plate also. I'm multitasking here. So I got to use GPS. Y'all stay with me and forgive me. Listen to some music for about 30 seconds. Navigate me to 112. Okay. Navigate me to 11250 Avalon Boulevard, Los Angeles. I'm on my way to church, y'all. I'm on my way to the Wrecking Crew Christ Holiness Church. That's where I'm going tonight, okay? That's where I'm headed. I'm going to church. And I wish y'all could go with me. Who knows, I might live podcast. West 28th Street, then turn right onto South Flower Street. What is she talking about? I might live podcast some of the service tonight. Y'all know how I do. I get out places sometime and I just put you on live and let you hear what's going on, let you hear what I'm hearing, and let you see what I'm seeing. So we may do that tonight. You may get some live action from the Wrecking Crew Christ Holiness Church, where some young man is going to be preaching. I don't know who he is, don't even know him. I was invited over there by Pastor Rochelle Nooner, and I told her that I would be there tonight, and by the grace of the good Lord, if he's willing, I'm en route right now. I ask him to protect me, keep these tires gripping safely on the ground as I try to make my way
West 30th Street,
to
then turn right onto South
place
Flower Street
tonight. And I'm trying to navigate here while simultaneously dealing with these knucklehead California drivers and trying to make it, okay? Trying to make it. Y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for me. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right in a minute. God is a good God. He's an awesome God, to be quite frank with you. And I love him dearly. I love him. 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 I missed 2 of my turns already. So y'all bear with me. You know I'm trying to get to church. And I'm going to get there by his grace. I'm trying to get a reroute here. Okay? I'm trying to get a reroute. So, my brothers and sisters, my friends, everybody in Atlanta, everybody in San Jose, Phoenix, Topeka, Kansas, wherever you are, those of you in Vietnam, in the Barbados, those of you in Switzerland, wherever you are, please do me a favor. Send a text and email to a friend. Make a phone call. Tell 4 or 5 people to listen to this podcast. Tell them to go to YouTube. Look at the brand new video uploaded today. You'll see a date on it. This one will have 8/11/16. Donald Trump / Sherman Manning. Tell me what you think about it. Go get a copy of The Truth About O.J. Simpson, Race, Class, Money, and Justice. And I think that book will be a powerful addition, we hope, and pray to your library, and that it might make a difference in the way you view the American criminal justice system. I am Sherman D. Manning. I gotta get out of here, y'all. Bye-bye.